I'm in charge of the borders representing NRA for the most part for stop smuggling and other things the way they come illegally in and out of the country. My appointment started on the 2nd of November this year. Do induction, then right after that I decided for embark on a tour at the border control point and for switching the gun.
So far away you don't visit since you don't take over office?
Well, I don't go Lunge, Kambia, Balamumia, I don't go Kabala, Dogolia, Falaba, Kenema, I don't go Koindu, at the other side of Liberia, Lofa County.
Meaning you don't actually visit the north and also the south. You don't actually find out anything within the period at which you don't take office. You don't find out anything since you don't visit different parts then of the country.
But yes, just this weekend we pass.
To be specific, when?
Friday and Saturday. We left here Wednesday. We go at the southeast. Me and my team, the manager in charge of our station, and then also the officer in charge of the southeast, the customs and anti-smuggling officer responsible, Mr. Benjamin Cargo. We do on that conducted tour. Upon we return from Kenema, we head towards Bo, and then get intelligence say one truck come out from Guinea.
Who's kind of truck with the top?
The entire truck will be full up with things them. Items.
Who's kind of things them?
Boku things them. Used clothing, assorted food stuff, cosmetics, among other things. Then we get, of course, onions, things like tramadol and other drugs there, and then get things that they're not declared.
Who said specifically them they come out and say them they head for?
Well, the truck when they come out Guinea, they transit Nassau for go Liberia. Liberia before being final destination, but in not go Liberia, he enter Kenema. We'll get intelligence. I don't talk to the police and then they arrest the truck. Then go back at Kenema police station. That was on Friday, but it was too late for us to do any form of check. We continued with tour. We went to Kailao, Koindu. On our way back, we stopped in Kenema. Now tell me, man, and so well, I go and follow the 100% evaluation for the check actually waiting really inside this truck here. Since in the first place, they don't pass through with borders. They don't evade taxes. We are the biggest deal. So we check the truck. We realize more than 85% of waiting inside the truck they don't declare under customs. Now, false declaration they make like customs. So as a result, they evade taxes. And then talk say then they go Liberia, where they not to Liberia, then they go. Because part of the international best practice, you need to charge somebody taxes where they transit, just transit fee, or pay the CIF with 0.5%. So more or less about 1.something million and then pay to customs. That was all they paid. Well, according to the value of the declaration, what we get now, we will manifest about 19 million. Of which, if you don't kind of open the truck, we realize they're supposed to pay way more than that because they have a lot of stuff in there that they did not declare.
Meaning the 19 million where they're supposed for them paying a custom, they not pay.
We they not pay.
We at the end of the day now 1.something million.
Sign and pay, yes, sign and pay. We for those that want to work, we have to pay close to probably about 100 million. We're going by the letter.
So they say the penalty of this person, this vehicle will not don't apprehend. At the end of the day, they have to pay something like 100 million.
Close to that, we have a lot of items in the vehicle that we are not declared because they have to pay penalty too for all waiting them do. And once they go make payment, then they carry the receipt to the police and the police go release them goods there. We want to use this opportunity for thank the LUC, CSP, Amara and in team. They did a very good job. They actually provided us security and they provided space for load to check. Because normally when you do them check, then they forget canopy. So then get them police garages and on that they will go where we do 100% check for find out waiting and waiting inside the truck.
What actually una get for do as a government at this particular department? As much as I don't find out that kind of things there, for sake of people that they will place them there.
Well, you have to go hang heads and talk to themselves as employees of NRA and probably give them some more education, give them some more training. Let them know say what they're supposed to do them do.
Training number one go say maybe in terms of punishment because these are things where one go say government they lost plenty money.
Well, in this case, you not go blame them so no more because according to the law, when a transit, you go only team up and probably watch. For instance, if now
so if somebody can say that transit they take, where at the end of the day not to transit, government or the border area or the people within that custom area not get the kind of mechanism for find out say this not true or this not true.
Well, what we don't do, like when you say mechanism at the right word, we put mechanisms in place now. And part of it is that I'm not going to stand out here and explain my own strategy what the Canva can use. But I want to assure you say we get for come out with a very robust mandate. We make sure say things happen the right way now.
Well, that's na the Assistant Commissioner Anti-Smuggling Unit and Border Control Management na NRA. In name na Richard Hindolo Senesi. They talk to Mohammed Sharif for one talk where he say they don't make police arrest for thing them wey dem do way illegal according to the law. Well, they talk to Mohammed Sharif na that interview day.
The Ministry of Information and Communication were responsible for look after the affairs of mobile operators, internet service provider them na the country. Been decide for bring together the telecommunication sector them. For talk but sitting them where they hamburg in them work and other regulations them where it camp and tariff price, internet access, broadband, human resource capacity building, quality and affordable internet service.
So this is how gory it is. We have 71% that can access mobile phone coverage, 25% no form of coverage whatsoever, and you have 4% that occasionally benefit from the spillover from cell sites. That is why when I took over, I brought together all players in the ICT sector, and we have been able to resolve key and critical issues facing the sector, and that's what we insist that will continue to go. As governments, it is our responsibility to ensure that we create the necessary enabling environment so that the ICT sector, like all other sectors in the private sector, can thrive, can compete, they can make profit, government too can get much needed tax revenue, they are able to create jobs and transfer skills and other opportunities to our people.
That's Mohammed Radoswari, Minister of Information and Communication, where they give brief rundown, but the way how the ICT they work na the country. The theme na enhancing synergy between government and ICT telecom operators. Inside this one-day retreat, mobile operator and internet service provider them been do presentation on the challenges and the way forward. And for the mobile operators them, plenty people are salon concerned about the poor mobile coverage we they get from the mobile company them na the country. This will make I been talk to some mobile company them for explain outside the problem they.
One of the challenges where we really want for the government look at now the area of taxation. We get plenty tax them where they pay to NRA. We also get plenty levies and fees and taxes where they pay to NATCOM, and then we get other levies back and charges them back where they pay to other institutions them back.
In all the parts of the policies the more have been signed for pay all in taxes there.
All of them taxes here obviously they are the law. The point is that yes they're legitimate but they're too much.
One major challenge na operational costs. The regulation, certain regulatory charges and the way government for remove. Then also for levy as a company, Seratel, the stage where we did now, we need massive capital injection.
Internet service provider where they provide broadband internet where they access na house, office, hospital, school and other side them. Wait it don't be their own challenge where they feel say if government look in, that could give strength to the ISP work na the country. People go remember say government with support from international partner don't put plenty copper and fiber optic na the country, but salon still in a situation where broadband internet service still they below 1% of the population. Mahmoud Idris, the managing director for AFCOM. He explained more to me.
How we go able for take broadband from outside day now to at least let 50% of this population get access to broadband. We own concerns. We talk about challenges faced around 3 areas. We get issues of regulation. We also talk around market conditions. Inside the market, you get different players. You get the ISP them, you get the mobile company, you get Salcab, you get different people them where they do them. How the interactions between then different players they affect broadband. If rules not the confusion but the system not go work.
With all them challenge here where they no highlight. Then be same way so talk about the thing them where they say if government do, it go improve internet service na the country.
If they reduce taxes, investors they will get more mind for invest more na the country. More people go able for access telecom service for improve value, especially for quality of service. We look at them things here, we're not going to realize all the things that we all hope for achieve as a sector.
Hopefully, we own expectation is that the government will listen and the ministry don't do a very great job, and with the hope say waiting then go able for do under the current circumstances, then go able for do or take the lead in making sure that things happen for make telecommunications improve, broadband internet access improve in the country.
The National Telecommunication Commission NATCOM now responsible for monitor the work of mobile operator them and internet service provider them na the country. We make the Director General na NATCOM, Maxwell Masakoy, say They intend for take new dimension and then go make sure say all the policy them work fine, even though they not meet better regulation at the commission.
Are we going to let business as usual to continue? The answer is absolutely no. But this is not come within the new direction. And with the new direction, we intend to have a new dimension as how the sector is regulated. NATCOM should look at best practices. Absolutely correct. We didn't make enough secondary legislations, which you will call regulations, in our books. And we believe some of these teething issues should be, can be, and will be addressed, which will be formulated and implemented by the Commission.
After all in concern here, where the internet service provider and mobile company them don't raise, I've been talk to the Minister of Information and Communication, Mohamed Radosware, we say, now one reason this make is say, they all for come together and talk about the way forward for change the current situation by internet service business at the country.
The President Bill take over, they don't stress the use of ICT for able to deliver development to every Sierra Leone. So as Minister, I don't tell and say we want to foresee a reduction in the cost of prices, in the cost of ICT related services, improvement in the quality of services provided. They don't listen to them. Officials of the Ministry of Finance there, the National Revenue Authority said there, so they will respond to some events and they support the growth of businesses. We will make them create jobs for Sierra Leoneans. We will make government get much needed tax revenues. We will make them invest in capacity building for Sierra Leoneans. But we are keen, we're eager for achieve results. Now, we want to take ICT, or go to the village, for example, and I want to go to map on that. So at the end of today's session, we get a joint communique where all they sign up to.
The Minister of Information and Communication, Mohamed Radosware, say after we then go down put all policy, regulation and other things them in place, then go pull word na do as to how mobile operator and internet service provider them go they operate na the country, where he said then go provide quality and affordable internet service to Salon people for Radio Democracy. Mina Elizabeth Campbell, the reports.